Check.
Mic check.
Check.
Mic check.
Got the bucket, got the beers. Feel like I'm missing something. We'll get there.
Water.
Welcome back to the I Respect Less podcast. I'm Ron.
And I'm Chad.
All right, first beer today is going to be a dark one, Chad, because it's all it's called for the moment.
All right.
So this one is called Chocolate Lab Porter from Wisconsin Brewing Company.
Wow. Quick start. It's only in the bottle.
Fumble.
Holy shit.
We call this the old dark one. Chad's already leaving. He's a puss. Colossal puss. What are you looking for? Bud Light?
Yep.
There's a few of them in there.
They could even be skunky. I bet you I like this more than the dark beer.
Oh yeah, they probably, I don't know, they're probably old. Is that a dead spider on the side of it?
Hopefully.
I don't know, it looks like just a string.
That's interesting.
Alright, so let's start off with TVs, movies. What'd you watch this week?
I watched Tiger King.
And?
My first reaction was, okay, here's just another cult TV show.
Yeah.
Which I've watched plenty of, so it's kind of like, okay, let's get this going. And then it kept getting better. And I think we talked about it was it the second episode? Where at the end they're like, oh, by the way, she killed her husband. And then like 30 seconds later the episode ends.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, son of a bitch, now I gotta watch
Now I gotta keep going.
now I gotta watch the next one.
I don't see a beer level, an alcohol level.
It's-
Oh wait, we got it. 5.2. Nice try.
But yeah, it was good. I mean, I
That
can
bitch
see,
Carol Baskins.
Oh god, every time I have something bad happen throughout a day right now, I'm like, oh, that bitch Carol Baskins. It's her fault. Literally everything.
A lot of people are using that. Hey, you cool cats and kittens.
Oh,
or whatever.
hey, cool cats and kittens.
That's what I get a lot of now on Instagram and wherever.
Oh, I love it. But I mean, I can totally see how people have their Halloween costumes already picked out.
Oh yeah. Joe Exotic dresses like no other.
There's like nothing. I mean, same with Carol.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for somebody who's like so cats activist and then
I like this beer actually.
constantly wears like cat
Leopard
prints,
print, but I think they're all fake. Most of them are like neon blue and
Oh,
shit
yeah.
too.
but it's just like, man, this is so over the top.
She is, yeah. And she probably did kill her husband. But Joe Exotic is a piece of shit too.
Oh yeah.
Like he's not innocent by any means.
What for you? What was the most fucked up part of the show? I mean, I know what mine was,
Like everything, I guess. Like
but was there like one part where you're just like, holy shit?
I don't know.
For me, it was when Travis shot himself in the head.
Oh yeah, and then that dude was just sitting there.
Yeah, he sat there. He put his hands on his face, like,
He's like,
Home Alone style.
dude. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that was weird, but
That to me was like,
that one took me
holy
by
shit.
surprise. Yeah.
Yeah.
How about the part where they're going through like leftover secondhand meat to see like so they had food to eat for the week?
or when they opened up the fucking pizza restaurant and they were using that meat on the pizza.
Oh, were they? I don't remember that part.
Oh, the guy was like, he asked the zoo manager, like, do you think they were using this on the pizzas? He's like, oh yeah. Like, that's disgusting.
Yeah, I don't remember that part.
Um,
See, I was a little bit out of it when I watched it.
oh, that'll happen.
So I had to rewatch the whole last episode because I wasn't sure if I was under the influence, and I saw the fucking redhead guy really riding a jet ski, or if
Oh.
I had imagined it.
James Garretson,
So I had to rewatch it and be like, oh my god, that actually really happened.
the big sumbitch riding the.
It was
jet
so
ski.
out of nowhere. He's like, all right, fuck this, we're done. And then I was like, let's go. And then they just show him like coming across the
Yeah.
jet ski, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
Like, why is this happening?
Yeah, what does this have to do with anything? But it was like to the eye of the tiger,
Yeah.
and then he did it like for like a minute,
Oh yeah.
different
I mean,
angles.
Were you surprised when he's like, so I became an informant?
No, he looked like a
Me either.
rat.
I was just like, yep.
He looks
totally saw that coming.
he looks like a fat God, what's that dude? The Raiders owner. Looks like a fat version of that guy.
Yes, he does. Not as terrible of a haircut, but
Almost the exact same. The only thing that was a little difference, he's fatter, and the dude from the Raiders has more like plastic surgery.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But other than that, they look pretty close to each other.
He reminded me of like a fatter Louis Anderson.
Yeah, that too. If you mix those two guys,
Yeah.
maybe.
It's just like one weird inbred child.
Yeah, I don't know about that. It's creepy, but
Yeah, it was a good show. I mean, I'm glad I watched it. The jet ski part, yeah, that part definitely caught me off guard, but I thought it was hilarious at the same time.
yeah, it was so fucking weird. All of it was so weird, and like the math.
Like I married two straight men, or I fell in love with two straight guys.
Yeah.
Like, wow, that's awkward.
The part where they're like, we don't do drugs, and then like 30 seconds later, not even, they're like, well, once in a while we'll do a little meth, a little cocaine, so we smoke some weed. But it's like, you just said you don't do drugs.
And Travis, they said he was fucked up the entire time. He
Oh, yeah.
wasn't smoking weed, he was smoking meth.
Yeah, fucking
Snorting blow.
like every chick in town.
Yep.
And then the other dude was banging the receptionist.
Yep.
They had a kid and ran away together.
Yeah.
I saw a picture of him lately where he had his teeth fixed
Yeah.
instead of having those 3 big weird meth teeth.
Yeah. Does he look like normal?
Somewhat normal. Yeah.
As normal as he can be after
Yeah,
doing meth?
exactly. Well, weren't you talking about it when the dude got the tattoo cover up and it didn't cover up the whole fucking tattoo?
Oh yeah, I was talking to Amanda about that. I was just like, he got that big ass bull tattoo. At first off, didn't even cover up the entire thing, but it was so dark,
Yeah.
you could barely tell that it was a bull.
Yeah.
Like it literally just looked like a giant upside down triangle.
Cover ups are. We used to watch this show where all they did was cover up tattoos.
Mm-hmm.
And they're a bitch to figure out, but yeah, that thing was black. Jesus, are you
See
actually
that?
finishing it?
I finished the dark beer.
Okay, so Tiger King, I watched the first season of Westworld from the start, so I could get into season 2, which I didn't really care for last year when it was on, or probably even longer ago than that. It's not that bad.
It's not that good either.
I know, but it ain't that bad. Season 1 was great. Season 2, because I didn't binge watch it like I did season 1,
Mm-hmm.
I kind of got bored with it, so I can't wait to binge it and see how it goes. And season 3 is like 4 episodes deep already, so by the time I catch up, I'll probably wait till it's done to watch it. We'll see. I started watching Shameless, which is a great show.
Yep.
I've seen parts of it throughout the years, but like watching it from the beginning, it's pretty good.
I think Amanda and I made it through 4 or 5 seasons.
Yeah, there's like, I want to say 8 or more now.
Oh yeah, there's quite a few.
Yeah.
And then I think it was like in the springtime, right around this time of year, and then like fall started and everything started up.
Yeah.
And it was just like we don't have time anymore.
Yeah, it's one I'll stick with for sure. I watched the Montreal Screwjob on Beyond the Map.
Oh yep.
That was good.
Was it good?
Yeah, I just watched it earlier today. Actually, I don't think I actually finished the last 2 minutes of it. But yeah, it was good. They interview Bret Hart. They show parts of old interviews with like Vince McMahon.
Oh yeah.
All the other writers that were on the show. The referee from the match, like Scott Hall's in it.
Was it Earl Hebner?
Yep.
As I say, it was Earl, wasn't it?
Yep. Who
That
else
dude's
is on
taking
it?
some fucking chair shots over the
Oh
years.
yeah, dude. They showed him like a lot of the show. That show's like a year old, but they showed him walking around. The dude's got a serious limp. Like he's not.
Earl?
Oh yeah.
Oh god, he is getting his fucking ass whooped.
Yeah.
I mean, he got stunners, rock
Oh, yeah.
bottoms. He's gotten just about every finisher possible
Right.
through the Attitude Era. I
Yeah.
mean,
He was a trooper.
He was the ref. Him and
It's like Ed Hockley in the NFL.
yeah,
Pretty much, right? Like,
He's
that's
like
the one
legendary
everybody
status.
knows. You ready for this beer?
Sure. Oh, this one's not as dark.
No. This is one of the other cold ones. This is Shock Top Belgian White. Have you ever had this?
I think I've heard of it. It's like an orangish.
Yep. So I had this at roller derby.
Okay.
I had a tap of it, and it was really good. I actually had a couple of them. I was impressed.
I
So
believe
I thought,
I've
we'll
had
try
this.
it.
It's been a while. But
Try it in the bottle. This stuff is this from St. Louis. Plastic barf. 5.2, another 5.2.
Wow, getting buffed up tonight.
Word.
TV shows for me, I am continuing on with The 100.
Oh yeah, how's that?
It's good. It's hard to watch it when the kids are up, just because there's enough violence to where they shouldn't see it.
That's why I had a hard time with Westworld the last few days.
But I mean, it's not anything over the top.
Yeah, Westworld has like full-on orgies and shit.
Oh Jesus.
So I was like, oh, okay, Wes, you don't need to see that.
Right. And then movies that I watched, because the NFL draft's right around the corner. Every year I watch the movie Draft Day.
I've never seen it.
I like it.
I think I own it.
It's a sports movie.
I'm gonna try this.
So I mean, I'm always interested at least a little bit.
Kevin Costner, right?
Yep. And then the other one that I watched was The Benchwarmers.
Oh.
I watched that with the kids.
A favorable soccer balls.
Yep. I forgot they told her about that. That was funny. But yes, I mean, it was as funny as I remembered it. Oakley watched like the first hour of it, and then she kind of lost interest, but Landon watched the whole thing.
Of course.
It's one of his favorite movies.
I think my kids like that one too.
He tried to tell it got done, and he was like, "Oh, let's watch the second one now." I was like, "Nope."
Is there a second one?
Yeah, it's on Netflix. I'm not watching it.
Who's in it?
Not Stifler, but who is the other big white dude that was in American Pie?
The one that was banging the band chick? Jason Biggs or the other guy? The one that was...
The lacrosse player.
Yeah, the one that was banging the band girl. Or the whatever.
The choir singer.
Yes.
I don't remember his name, but he's in it, I believe.
It's on Netflix?
Yeah.
I don't know if I would even bother with it.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to watch it. I don't want it to ruin the first one, so
Chaos.
that's not happening.
Breaking Balls. Oh, Chris Klein.
That's his name.
It looks like it's a bunch of chicks. John Lovitz is in it. Yeah, I don't know most of these people.
Right. I mean,
I won't watch it.
No, I don't want to. I've heard that.
I don't want to taint the legacy of the first one.
Exactly.
Which was okay. I don't want to make the second one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to watch a better one than the first one.
Right.
Which is possible.
Did you listen to any new music?
Yes. But before we get to music, was it you that was telling me that WWE Network is free for the time being?
Yes.
So I put it on my Roku, and there's a series on there called Monday Night Wars. Have you watched it?
Is this like back when it was WCW versus WWE?
Yep. So it's all about Raw versus Nitro.
Yeah.
And like the start of it, and then like season or episode 2 starts with NWO.
EB.
Eric Bischoff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is like
He's
front
alive
center.
in it. Yeah. So I watched the first episode last night before I watched Shameless, and the first episode's really good,
Oh, yeah.
and the second episode looks even better. I'm gonna stop watching it till I can watch it with the kids, so they can see
What?
how
wrestling
cool it
about
was.
back
Yeah,
then?
because that's when I liked that shit, you know.
Right.
And like they don't know anything about it even now, really.
Like-
they don't watch like John Cena and all that
Right.
shit. But
Do you remember?
WrestleMania was last weekend too, I think.
Well, first they had the wrestling, the pay-per-view that had the pool around it.
Yeah, like Bash at the
WCW
Beach
did.
or whatever.
Yep. And they also had it where they would line up like multiple rings in a row.
I don't remember that.
Oh God, Rico would know what I'm talking
Of
about.
course.
But like WCW had that like next level shit that WWF didn't have,
Yeah, they were kind of.
but WWF just had the better writers and the money.
Yes. Well,
WCW had the talent.
so WCW, because I was watching it, of course, and WWF was dominating them.
Mm-hmm.
And then Bischoff took over, and they pulled in Hogan, and then they pulled in Macho Man, and then they pulled, like later on, they pulled in Diesel and Razor Ramon
It was like all
and
those
Rowdy Roddy Piper and all kinds of these guys, right?
Nature Boy.
Yep, he jumped back. Lex Luger showed up live on the first Nitro
Oh yeah.
at the Mall of America.
I remember that actually.
And because he wrestled like 2 days before
Yep.
at WWF, and whatever, like, it was all about that, and then they went live while Raw was like pre-taping 2 or 3 weeks ahead of time.
Oh, yeah.
So Eric Bischoff would go on there, and he was talking about it. He would go on at 8:57, spoil Raw, and then so no one would turn over and watch it. So then their viewership jumped,
Yep.
which forced Raw to go live.
Yeah.
But it was funny watching those first Raws, like at this tiny little place in New York. It was like a theater almost.
Yeah.
I wish I would have watched back there.
Very
That shit
loud.
was really cool.
Right.
But yeah, so right now I got to keep going, but it's a good show.
Yeah. I mean, they have because Rico and I had it, and by that I mean Rico had it.
Do you think Rico's getting a little turned on that we're talking about wrestling so much?
Probably.
God, I hope so.
But we used to watch like a bunch of the little mini series that they had on there.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I used to have a bunch of the like DVD sets, like the
Yeah.
Raw 10th anniversary and all that other like crazy little like the Undertaker's DVD set and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Best ofs and all
yep.
that shit.
But man, that's when it was good.
Yes, I agree. That's why I like watching last night. I was kind of geeking out watching it. It was pretty fun.
Just total fandom kind of deal.
Oh yeah, kind of brings you back.
Yep.
Music, yes. So I've been getting into more of the hip hop as of late. A lot of like the independent shit, Rhymesayer stuff.
Yep.
So I got a pile of CDs from them. I ordered them like a couple of weeks ago, and they finally came today. They had like a big sale on their website, so I saved like $60 or something on all this stuff. I got this sweet shirt, and then today I started listening to some of the music. The first one I listened to was Sarak, Gift of Magi, I think is how it's pronounced.
Okay.
It's like magic without the C.
Oh.
It's from like 2015. She's got a lot of fucking skill. She's a very talented rapper, but it's not like Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, like whole rap type stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's like real good. Like
There's actually content to it.
yeah, instead of my
Like-
pussy's this and that,
Yeah.
which I don't
Yeah.
mind on
Got a
occasion.
Fat ass.
Yeah, but I like a little fucking like skill too.
Yeah.
Not to say Nicki Minaj isn't a talented hip hop artist.
I mean, yeah, artist.
No, that's Cardi B.
Oh yeah, my bad.
But I don't like Cardi B that much. But Nicki Minaj, some of her.
FDB. I hate Cardi B.
What is that?
I hate Cardi B.
What did you say? FDB?
Yeah, fuck that bitch.
Oh, nice.
I can't stand her.
Did you know until like a month ago, I didn't know thought was a derogatory term? That hole over there?
Yeah.
I thought it meant that hottie over there or something.
I
sorry.
remember when you were afraid to say thought on one of the first podcasts because you thought it was like a racist term.
I didn't know it.
I know you did.
I thought it was.
I wasn't going to correct you.
No, at first I didn't know if it was that or if it was just like, I thought it meant like that hot chick type of thing.
Oh, yeah, no.
But then you're the one that told me what it was, I think.
I mean, do you know what Bay is
No, that stands for something?
before anyone else?
No, I didn't know that.
Yep. Or like,
No, I did not know that. I just
yeah,
thought it
it's
meant
not
like, I thought it
short
was like,
for babe.
I thought it was like, what up, boo?
Yeah, no, it stands for before.
You know why they call it boo?
Because they're scary.
Because I thought it was supposed to scare you. Marshall.
Marshall. But yeah, see, we're now an educational podcast.
Yes. Can put this into a different category and I
Head lingo.
Other than that, I looked at our Spotify.
Oh, wait, the music I listened to was I just listened to like a random country playlist.
What'd you do this then?
And then I listened to Justin Bieber's new EP, Changes.
How was that?
Not good.
No?
Nope. I would
Shocking.
avoid it. But it was only 6 songs, so I gave her a shot.
Okay.
Save the time.
What was the country one? Oh, just
Well,
a
it was just
playlist.
like a playlist of like one of the song was Whiskey Glasses. That was the one that got me to try and listen to the playlist. It's your son.
Oh. I was like, I turned the heat off.
I heard something. I was like, what the hell
What
is
the
that?
hell is going on here? So Spotify, our artists over the last couple weeks, there's Eminem, number 1 again.
Okay.
Mac Miller, Bieber, The Weeknd, and Drake. Okay?
Okay.
This week when I checked, Eminem, One Direction, Drake, Linkin Park, and Bruno Mars. So, a little bit different, but more of the same. Oh, did you see the Apple review that someone left us? Oh, we talked about that, didn't we?
Oh yeah, the one where you drift into traffic.
Yeah. This podcast is great. It makes me fall asleep and drift into traffic.
Yeah.
Get out there and give us a fucking Apple review. They're fucking hilarious. Between that and the one Rico did.
Oh yeah, classics.
Yes. Let's see. Oh, if anyone listened to the Slash Lean episode, sorry, the quality sucks. It was kind of choppy a little bit here and there, like when I was recording it, you know? But I didn't think too much of it, but when I went and listened to it, it's definitely way worse than I thought it was. Which sucks, because, like, it was actually a fun conversation, but what do you do, I guess?
You have multiple children here.
That doesn't surprise me. They're just hanging out. It's fine. So, do you want to do the Brewers stuff, or... Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, let's do the Brewers.
Oh, I made this list twice, because we changed what we were doing. What a dork. Okay, so you did, because you changed the rules on me, right?
I did.
So you did 2 players at each position, right?
At least.
Okay, because I did 2 plus like a honorable mention.
Yep,
for
I
most
did.
of them.
So I got 2 with the exception of pitchers.
Pitchers, I did like 3 or 4.
And then I also have 1 or 2 honorable mentions for
Okay.
each position.
Okay.
You'll catch the theme of my honorable mentions
Okay.
quick. We'll call it.
Oh my, this is a dark one too.
Yeah, it is.
Badger Porter, Sand Creek Brewing Company, Black River Falls. Oh, just down 94.
Yeah.
Government warning: don't give it to pregnant chicks.
Boo.
I know, fucking
This is
government,
Wisconsin.
fucking losers.
What are you gonna tell me? I gotta
You're
stay
right
home
with it.
next.
Well, they already did that.
Oh yeah.
All right, so where do you want to start?
Let's start with starting pitchers.
Starting pitchers. Number 1. Maybe controversial choice for me. But I went with this one because I watched him a fair amount when I got back into baseball.
Okay.
Ben Sheets.
He's on my list as well.
Okay. Who's your number 1?
Mine was Giovanni.
That was my honorable mention.
Just
Or
because
one of my 2 honorable
when I
mentions.
really started getting into the Brewers, that was our ace for
Yeah.
a couple years.
Yeah, or not CC, sorry. Ben, he was like at the tail end of his career when I really started getting into it.
Right.
But still, he was so dominating for a little while there. And then but he got hurt a lot.
That 12-6 curve. Straight north to south. Ugh.
I can't wait to see your reaction to this one.
You didn't tell me like what is it?
Oh, Badger Porter?
Like chocolate or
Oh, it doesn't say.
coffee?
Sand Creek Brewing.
I'm gonna guess coffee.
It doesn't say. Probably chocolate, coffee, I don't know. Smells like a beer.
That's actually not terrible.
I didn't think the other one was too either. Okay, so yeah, Giovanni, he was like my hard to leave off the top 2. He got my first honorable mention. My number 2 was CC, even though we only had him for half a season,
That
or
half
just
a
over
season
half
was
a season.
the best pitching I've ever seen.
Out of the Brewers for sure.
Right.
Yeah, it was phenomenal.
Yeah, mine went Giovanni, CC, Grinke, and Sheets.
Grinke, I left for that year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
I put Woody because I think he's got the potential to get there. And he's been fun so far. Alright, catchers. As long as we got the battery going.
Lucroy.
I did Lucroy too. My number 2.
Oh, did you want my honorable mentions for pitchers?
Yeah, of course.
Jeff Suppan, Dave Bush, and Jerry Augustine.
Augie's anals. Dave Bush,
It wasn't terrible, but his last name is Bush, so
I
I had
know.
to pick him.
he had a little bit of a run there. I mean, he wasn't horrible.
Yeah.
Kind of a good 4 or 5 guy.
Right.
Yes.
Jeff Suppan, you always want to see somebody get beat up
I
every
hate
once in a while.
Suppan. Never bring that guy's name up again. So yeah, I did Lucroy. He had so many good years with us before he left. Then he just fell apart. My number 2 catcher, BJ Surhoff.
Ooh, that's a good one.
He was like the fucking catcher when I was a kid. That was before your time, I believe.
That was definitely before my time. I only had one catcher, and then I had 3 honorable mentions.
Okay.
Just because it's way easier to pick the shitty, goofy catchers that we had.
First, my honorable mentions, Yasmani, because he was so good last
See,
year.
I was gonna put him as like my number 2 behind LaCroix,
Yeah.
but I was like, it was 1 year. Any guesses on who my catchers could be?
Eric Kratz.
Nope. Close.
God, Brian hates that guy.
Yeah, he does.
Which I get.
Jason Kendall Crotch,
Yeah.
Mike Riviera, and
Who?
George Katares.
Oh, George?
Well, Georgie.
Didn't George hit for the cycle?
Nope. Don't worry. That guy is on my honorable mention
Jody
list.
Garrett?
Yeah.
I'm sure. The only thing he ever did.
Yeah,
I don't like this beer that much. I like the other one more.
relief pitchers, I had Hader and Axford.
Yep. I had those 2 and Jeremy Jeffress and Raleigh Fingers. Jeffress is so much fun to watch for a little while there. And Raleigh, I never really watched him, but he was like huge for the team, so I put him on there.
And we got his interview. Or his
Autograph, yeah.
My honorable mention for relief pitchers were Derek Turnbow and Todd Coffey.
I like Todd Coffey running out of the bullpen.
That's the best thing.
That was so good.
That was awesome.
My honorable mentions for relief pitchers were Corbin Burns, because watching him come out of the pen last year or 2 years ago was fire.
Oh yeah.
And then when I got back into baseball heavy, like my first trip down to Miller Park, Francisco Cordero closed the game out against the Giants.
Yep.
And the place was bananas.
Really?
Like, he was so much fun to watch.
I almost put Hoffman on there just because I remember one time when we were down there and they started to play the bells, and same thing. Everybody just went nuts. Even though he didn't have nearly the clout that he did here as he did in San Diego.
Right, but he did have like a good year here.
Oh yeah.
And then he went downhill and Axford took over.
Right. But I mean, I just remember that place going nuts.
Yep, it did.
It had like that whole wild thing feeling to it.
Yeah, you kind of got goosebumps when that the bells came
Yeah.
out. All right, let's go around the infield. First base. Who do you got?
Prince Fielder and Corey Hart.
Really? I did Cecil Cooper and Prince Fielder. Cooper's WAR is like 30, and Fielder's only like 16.
Right.
Like, Cooper was so freaking good, and he had that hit against the Orioles to get to the World Series.
Mm-hmm.
So I put him number 1, and he was there like twice as long as Fielder was.
Right.
But Fielder was the shit.
Do you have an honorable mention?
Matt Gamble.
Ooh.
Just because the dude had so much potential,
Right.
and he had the biggest dips in ever.
Oh my God! It
But-
was like his entire cheek.
Yeah,
It's like
if he
a
wouldn't have got
baseball.
hurt, man, he had potential.
My honorable mention was Russell Branion.
Okay,
That dude could hit moon shots.
he could.
You remember when he hit that one into the deck and everybody
Oh,
was just like, "What the fuck?"
Yep. Second base. Who do you got?
Ricky Weeks,
Ricky
And then-
freaking Weeks.
Kiora, just because our second baseman list is pretty thin.
It is very thin. So this one, I switched it up. I went Paul Molitor number 1, because that's where, aside from DH, that's where he played the most.
Right.
And I did Ricky Weeks number 2 with Jim Gant. There's a honorable mention.
Okay. My honorable mention was Jonathan VR. Because he had that year where he had all those steals.
He did have a lot, yeah. Like, what was it, like 50?
Yeah.
Shortstop.
We got the bobblehead. J.J. Hardy and Craig Counsell.
Jesus Christ, really?
Well, I got one end of the spectrum and the other.
Okay, I have Robin Yount and J.J. Hardy.
Yeah, I remember. I never was fortunate enough to watch any of these older guys.
Still Hall of Famer.
Yeah, no.
2-time MVP.
I almost put him in my outfield.
Almost put him in your outfield. Can't wait to hear that one.
Because the only reason
I have
didn't
my
is
honorable
because
as mentioned.
when he
God, here we go.
the unnecessary dive in the perfect game, I was like, nope, can't do it.
It was
Can't put him in my
funny.
outfield.
It was pretty good. We watched it the other day. My honorable mention at shortstop was Alcides Escobar.
What? Unieski Betancourt.
Oh, God, no. Couldn't
That's
do
my
it. Like, I
list.
hate that fucking guy. Escobar had potential, and then he was part of that big deal for Greinke, so
Yeah, he was
Excuse me.
a horse face with braces.
easy.
I
Third
believe
base.
with love.
Third base. Who do you got?
Ramos Ramirez.
Yep, that's
and
what I had. Number
Bill
one.
Hall.
Eek. I couldn't do Bill Hall. He frustrated me too
That's
much.
my honorable mention is Casey McGee.
Me too. He is my honorable mention.
The
My number
amount
two-
of fire that guy had.
He had that one really good year when we were bad in between that playoff
Yep.
run. He was so goddamn good.
He was good.
Not great at fielding, but a stud at the plate.
Unfortunately, I don't remember too much of like the details of him playing for the Brewers.
Because you're high.
But well, yeah, there's always that. But I do remember when Mike Fiers hit Giancarlo Stanton and McGee played for the Marlins at that point. He's the one who got up and wanted to rip Fiers' head off.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, he was on deck behind Stanton and came running out and he wanted to rip everybody's fucking.
I don't
head
remember
off.
that at all.
Oh, he was heated.
Yes, I had my number 2 was Travis Shaw.
Yeah, like
That one
year
really
and a half.
good year. It was so much fun to watch. He was another one where it was like,
Back when he was the mayor of Ding Dong City, not
yeah, when we weren't that good that year, but he was
Secretary's
phenomenal. You know.
right.
Same thing with McGee. Weird. The years we have a good third baseman, the team sucks.
Right. But yeah, Ramirez that year, because didn't he break the doubles record?
For the Brewers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was fun to watch.
Where are we at now? Outfield?
Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't specify what position. I just did like 6 outfielders.
Okay.
Number 1, Ryan Braun.
I did left field, center field, right field. My left fielders were Ryan Braun and Jeff Jenkins.
Okay, I didn't even put Jenkins on my list.
My
Not that I
honorable
didn't
mention-
like him, but
With my honorable mention being Carlos Lee and Gerardo Parra, because he was actually fun to watch. Parra.
yeah, I didn't have
Still
either.
is fun to
I didn't
watch.
have either of those 2 on there. I had Greg Vaughn on there. That was my other one. Center field, I guess you could do. I have both of those are my center fielders. The next one,
Okay.
Lorenzo Cain and Carlos Gomez.
That's my center fielders as well.
And then right field, I have Yelich and Corey Hart.
Mine was Yelich and Aoki.
Norichika?
I liked him.
Did you?
And for that reason is why I put Corey Hart at first base along with Prince Fielder.
And still no Robin Hill.
My
Did you do a DH?
my honorable mention outfielders, center field, Frank Catalanato and Mike Cameron, just because I need some diversity in my choices here. And then also Jody Garrett and T. Plush,
Oh
For
yeah, I
right
forgot
field.
about Tony Plush.
because that dude was fun to watch in
He was
2011.
wild, yeah. So this one's Kiwinawa Brewing Company? Kiwinawa. Keep saying it the same. It's from Michigan. Blondale. It's got a girl with a pickaxe.
Interesting.
Did you do designated hitter?
No, but if I did, I would have to say Matt Gamble, because the guy could not play defense to save his life.
Easy now.
Hey, I had his jersey.
Okay, so I had to put Hero on there, so I put him as a DH and Russell Brandon.
Okay.
Because Brandon hit bombs, like you said.
Yeah, I mean, I would probably say Molitor and Gamble would be my 2.
Still no Robbie Alto. I just think it's hilarious. The guy that's the most obsessed with Robinade out of anyone I've ever met doesn't put the fucking player,
Maybe if they
the
want-
Hall of Fame player.
Maybe if they want to fucking discontinue it, he'd be on my
I think it
list.
is still out there.
I just can't find
In the
it.
Milwaukee
I
area.
just can't find it.
Quick Trip, quit covering it.
Yeah, Holiday up here used to have it, but not
Did they?
anymore. But yeah, that's my list. For you viewers, look at these notes.
This is probably the most work you've ever done on here.
This is by far the most notes I've had in 13 years that we've done this.
So, you've been exercising in the morning, huh?
I have.
How's that going?
Getting up at 5:30 in the morning. Both me and the old lady.
Sounds terrible.
We're doing the Insanity.
Yeah, I've heard that's really tough to do.
It is.
Because I borrowed that DVD set from her one time, and I think I did one of them, and I was like, fuck this.
Yeah, I mean, we just do, like, because obviously we just started yesterday, we're doing the warm-up and then the stretching afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're both sore. Me, mainly in my knee. Just because, let's be realistic, I had surgery 3 months ago, so it's
Right.
going to be a little tender,
Right.
bouncing all over on it. Because, I mean, it's all standing there. I mean, jumping around, high knees, leg kicks.
Ooh, that one stinks. Barf.
Hot snakes.
Bubble gut.
But yeah, I mean, 2 days in, we're still planning on doing it. So,
I did some exercising the other day too.
did you?
Dribbled some soccer balls.
You dribbled them? I think you juggle them. Is what you do with soccer balls.
Yeah, whatever.
Either way, you
Yeah.
played with soccer balls.
That's it. You know,
My man.
that's all I did.
That's it. Hey,
I don't even like soccer,
baby
but
steps.
soccer
You like
balls.
soccer balls, though.
Yeah, I don't like soccer. I like soccer balls.
There you go.
So yes. Oh, it was. Do you have any other topics?
No, I got something for us to try though.
Oh yeah. Well, okay. Let's do that while I talk about. It was recently April 1st, April Fool's Day, right?
Yes.
What are some of your favorite April Fool's pranks you've done? Have you ever done any really?
Not any that I can really think of off the top of my head. I mean, I know I have.
So years ago at my former employer, I did this April Fool's prank on my sales guy,
Okay.
and so I went up to him and I drew a picture of a ball sack. Have I ever told you this?
No.
So I drew a picture of a ball sack
Is this
on.
the place you worked before where you're at now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a long time ago.
Okay.
So I drew a picture of this ball sack, right? And I drew it like a clean shaved ball sack.
So it's like wrinkly and
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. And so I said, John, I got this idea.
I was gonna say, is this Omni?
Yeah. I said, I got this idea for like a gay gift. I said, it'd probably be like dirt cheap to mold.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, you mold it, and then I said you could like hang them out of your pants, so it looks like you're like in a teabag somebody.
Like stunt nuts.
Yeah. And he's like, well, that's kind of funny actually. He's like, and I'm like, well, here's the drawing I have of it. And I'm like, I go, this is what it would look like if they're shaved. And he goes, okay. And I popped around the corner of the cubicle, and I had my balls hanging out of my pants.
Oh my
And I'm like,
God.
this is what they would look like if they're hairy.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
Yeah. But so the best part about this though is not the fact that I showed him my balls. It's that like I had them hanging out of my pants when I was like walking around the cubicle.
Yeah.
And then my boss, the engineering guy, came out of his office towards
Oh my
me.
God.
So I had to like I had like standing up against this cubicle, like tight like this.
Oh my God.
So like you couldn't see anything. But like I was, because he had to walk behind me.
Yeah.
So I just made it look like I was up tight against it so he could get behind me.
Oh Jesus.
And then I like quick went around and did it. And Adi burst out laughing. Just
Oh,
fucking
man.
hysterical.
That's funny.
And I quick like put him back in or whatever.
Now that you say that, one does come to mind. It was back when DJ and I were both working at Dedicated in Hudson, and we would get Buffalo Wild Wings all the time. I mean, you don't mess with a black man and his chicken. Well, I ate all my wings, closed it up, but before I emptied the box, I drew a picture that said April Fools with a middle finger. So on the outside of the box, I wrote free chicken, take one, whatever.
Right.
And I just left it on my desk and didn't say a word. Well, like 20 minutes later, I'm off talking to somebody, and I hear, "Man, Chad, you're such a dickhead!" And I pop my head around, and he's holding the box open, like showing me the middle finger.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Dude, seriously, I got so excited because it was like 2 hours after lunch."
Right.
He's like, "I was gonna just smash on your chicken," and I'm like, "No, you're not."
Right.
But still to this day, he's like, "Dude, I will never forget
That's good.
that you got me with the fucking middle finger on an empty Buffalo Wild Wings box."
That's pretty fucking good.
Yeah. Back in my artiste days.
Yeah, my days of whipping my balls out are over.
Yeah. Can honestly say I never went through that phase.
Oh yeah, I did quite a bit. I did
But,
quite a bit of that.
I mean, if I did, I would probably have done something similar.
Yeah.
All
Right, let's see what you got here.
So at work today, I had this crazy idea. We should try some food.
Okay.
And for some reason, I had, chicken on my mind.
Uh-huh.
And also I had cereal on my mind.
Okay.
So I was like, I wonder what it would taste like if a chicken strip was coated in some cereal.
Okay.
So I did it.
Sweet. Are these things soggy because they've been sitting in here for like an hour?
No, they're in jars, so they aren't like in baggies. But I have.
It looks moist in there.
It might be a little bit. But I have 5 different kinds here.
Oh boy.
Different types of cereals.
Yep.
And we're
You
gonna
have to
try them.
guess what cereal it is. Well, you already know, right?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna look at. I mean, I have it like it taped on the inside to tell me which one is which. I will say I am kind of nervous about like 1 or 2 of them.
Yeah.
Just because I'm not a huge fan of the cereal, but eating a combo with chicken just is weird. But
okay. Really?
I know, I know. But yeah, we're gonna. I think it's that one.
Well, shall we try them?
Yeah. So we'll start off with this one.
So do we just put the cover down and then try it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
You
they're
made
soggy.
these?
Yeah, and they're soggy,
I figured.
but it's still kind of warm.
Oh, fucking gross. It's like chocolate cereal.
This is what I was worried about. I'm eating it.
I don't know, me push my mouth.
Oh god, that was the one I was worried about.
That's terrible.
So can you guess the cereal?
Like Cocoa Puffs or something?
Yep. Ding,
People
ding, ding.
still buy that shit?
No, we had it sitting on our counter for a while.
It's a good thing to do with it.
So yeah, that was the first one.
I would have done good with that chocolate porter.
Ooh, I was excited for this one.
Oh, this one smells cinnamony.
That's not too bad. Not the one I was excited for. That was a different one.
What is it, like Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
Yep. Ding ding ding.
Okay.
But not bad, right?
No, I've had worse.
A lot better.
The other one?
Mm-hmm. A lot better than the Cocoa Puffs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
This looks like Fruity Pebbles.
Oh yeah.
God. Hold on. I think you can get this in my fucking camera. Look at that fucking shit. Alright, I gotta cleanse the palate with some beer.
Oh.
Good?
If you like Fruity Pebbles.
I do like Fruity Pebbles.
I like this chicken. That's pretty good.
A lot of dead air on this one.
Yeah.
That's alright. I'm gonna leave it.
Do a little rinsing.
Oh, so when I got all those CDs and shit today, I must have double ordered one.
Mm-hmm.
So if anybody wants a copy of Greaves, Winter and the Wolves, it has guest appearance by Slug of Atmosphere and other people. Some guy named B. Lewis. I haven't listened to this CD yet, so hit us up. And I'll throw in a t-shirt too.
Nice.
Alright, which one's next?
You pick.
This one.
Wait. Let me see. No, pick the other one.
Oh, okay.
Because this is the one that should be like the most normal.
Okay. This one looks like fucking Lucky Charms.
It is.
Oh god, it's got fucking marshmallows and shit in it.
I didn't even pull the marshmallows out.
So did you, like, just smash them up?
Yep.
Oh, it smells terrible, to be honest with you.
It really does not smell good. Terrible.
It's so bad. I'm gonna put it in a yuck bucket. That was as bad as the chocolate one, maybe worse.
That might have been worse than the chocolate one. I at least was able to finish the chocolate one.
So did I, because it was in my mouth. I had to spit that out.
Alright, so then the most normal one.
This is probably like fucking cornflakes or something. Frosted Flakes.
Frosted Flakes.
I think it would have been better if they weren't soggy. Like, we should have did this right away, maybe. It honestly doesn't smell great. Alright, I gotta get that other taste in my mouth. It's almost like a regular sugar syrup.
Right.
Only it's like sweeter, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like I hate soggy cereal, so.
Right. The next two I'm gonna try, because now I'm on the quest to find the best kind,
Uh-huh.
is Captain Crunch,
Oh, yeah.
which I think would be really good.
Did you try any of these at your house?
Mm-mm.
Oh. I wonder what they're like when they're like crunchy.
Probably delicious.
Way better for sure, right?
And honeycomb.
Mm.
I think that would be good too. Which one was your favorite?
Probably the last one.
I would say that, and then Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah. Rice Krispies would be good. Cheerios, like
We had Honey Nut Cheerios, and I was gonna try that.
that one would
but-
probably be okay. Like the blander the cereal, the better probably.
Right.
Anything without marshmallows, according to the Lucky Charm one.
Yeah. You're welcome for pulling the marshmallows out of the Fruity Pebbles one.
Oh, you have marshmallow Fruity Pebbles?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know they have. Well, I guess maybe I did see it at your house.
Well, you opened the box on Saturday.
Oh yeah. I didn't drink that much that night even. Well, actually, I take that back. I drank a lot of Captain. Can you see the Captain bottle? I drank like half of that fucking handle, and I wasn't even that drunk.
That was like the bottle I had, the Jim Beam Vanilla.
Yeah.
There wasn't much gone from the last time that we
Right.
were playing games, and now there's like maybe a quarter of a bottle left.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, I don't remember going through that much of it.
No.
I'm curious to see the family's reaction to the cereal chicken strips.
To yours?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did they try them all?
They were trying them after I left because Landon was like hell bent on wanting to try them right away, and I was like, nope, you are not trying them until I leave because I don't want to see your reactions.
Right.
And I mean, literally the second I pulled in here, I looked at Snapchat and they were
doing
trying
them.
them. So, yeah, I'm curious to see what they thought.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out. All right. I think that's about gonna do it this week.
That'll do it.
Instagram us or something for that CD and a T-shirt. I'll send that shit out. All right, check you later, homies.
Later. Way to get that in there.
I know I had to wait until I hit stop. Oh, the camera kept going the whole time.